Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's jump into the challenge. This is episode 6. They titled it Love Will Tear Us Apart. Whew. I got so much to say about these challenge relationships and what they're bringing to the storyline. They're boring. It's making the women look foolish, and I don't like it. Let's jump right into it. Let's jump into it. This was a good episode. The only thing I didn't like is the cliffhanger, but we're gonna get into it. So Jay is okay. Last week we thought his arm was broke, but Jay is okay. He got up. He just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. I understand. He continued the challenge, which was some bullshit. I'm sorry for cursing, but I'm probably gonna curse this week. He tried to do 2 basketball shots. That ain't work. Okay, Jay, you tried. You didn't want to look like a quitter, but all of a sudden you forgot the rules. What are we supposed to do here? I mean, didn't you just see what he did to you? You're supposed to do that to him. Vice versa, vice versa. The rules have not changed. They look at Jay again. They think he has a concussion. He's not medically cleared to finish the challenge. I feel like they should have did that after that first hit and just told Jay, look, just go home. You ain't gonna win. Whatever. Bye, Jay. He will be back. I like Jay. I hope more Survivor players come on to the challenge. I hope next season, TJ, the twist you need for next season, and I believe you did this a season in the past. I'm not good at remembering the numbers, where once you were voted into the elimination, you cannot be voted into it back to back. Like, you have to skip a week. So next week, 2 new people got to go down there. And now that third week, you can go back, but you at least got a week off in between. I think that would allow the house to develop its drama on its own. But let's get off of that. What pissed me off next was after Jay left, D come running into Rogan's arm like, oh, he got his red skull. I'm so happy for him. Every time I see D and Rogan on my TV screen, I want to throw up. I don't like the silliness. I don't like the silliness. And we've already been through it in past reviews. But D, Rogan has disrespected you. You just look stupid. And it's not nice to call people stupid, but you just look silly and stupid for playing into this bad romance. And I feel like the only reason y'all playing into it because it's not too many single people on the show. It's a lot of couples. It's a lot of engaged, married folks. It's a lot of people with babies back home, girlfriends back home. It's not the let's get drunk and hook up challenge of the past where you see like a Corey or a Bear have 2, 3, 4, 5 girlfriends in one season. But moving on, the storyline is dry. It's dry. Something else needs to pop off. Okay. They in the little gathering room. Bear is bragging about finally hooking up with Kayla. We all know it was a kiss. I don't think they slept together yet. But Kayla is upset. She's embarrassed. I don't feel bad for you, girl. Everyone's making fun of Kayla like, haha, yeah. And then we find the tea. Jenna in her confessional spills tea that Kayla's been with her man for 3 years. I ain't know that. I don't follow Kayla. This little on my bang is getting on my nerve. Yeah, a little separation. Don't mind me, y'all. 3 years, that's a long, serious relationship. And then Kayla lives with the boyfriend, and Jenna is like, she out here being stupid. I hope she don't go home and find out she homeless. Girl, you better save your checks. You better save your little challenge checks because you going to need a deposit on a 1-bedroom. Oh, yes. You're going to be homeless when you get home. Whew. I just can't believe she did all of this over Bear. Like, it's cute. Everyone wants to be wanted. Everyone wants to feel chased and like I'm all that. This guy can't stop pursuing me. Like that's all cute, hee hee ha ha fun. But girl, we gonna get into it. Let's real quick break down this Jenna and Zach drama because if you ask me, Jenna go home. Jenna go home. I don't. Let's get into it. So Zach is not answering Jenna's phone calls. This is not the first. So Jenna calls her best friend. I'm like, girl, what's going on with Zach? She was like, girl, he didn't got into your phone. One, why you gave the man your password? If you know your man is crazy, hit delete on them DMs. Ain't no point in keeping that stuff. If your man is crazy and y'all back together, it's time to flush out the DMs, especially if y'all have the type of relationship where you all have each other's passwords. But moving on. The tea I heard, okay, he read the DMs from 2 years ago. They weren't together, so whatever Jenna was doing was her business. But the tea I heard on Twitter is the DMs was between Jenna and Corey. They never confirmed that Jenna and Corey did they hook up. I'm sure it had to be something for Zach to be that upset, which a small little psycho part of every woman. I understand that. I understand if he don't get no pass for his bitch assness, but if you see Jenna has hooked up with Corey in the past via some DMs, and you now know that Jenna is on the challenge with Corey, and Jenna said something in her confessional too, like, I knew I shouldn't have came on this season. You knew it. You knew it. No one has said anything, so, and no one is hinting like, it hasn't developed on the show. This is all hearsay, allegedly on Twitter. But that tiny little bit of if the DMs were between Jenna and Corey, I can understand. Now, the storyline is going to give me a headache because Jenna is going through this back and forth. Should I go home? Should I not go home? I need to work on my relationship with Zach. He's upset that I'm here, and I know how he is. And I'm like, girl, this is the same man who a couple of challenges ago, you called him, and he called you a whole nother woman's name. So Zach is no angel. Whatever you was doing with Corey, y'all were broken up. Zach has done some stuff while y'all were together. So I'm shaking the camera. I'm not about to mess up my money because of his insecurities. As much as I don't like Jordan, I'm with Jordan. Like, I'm going to stay here and we're going to work it out when I get home. And if we can't work it out when I get home, then you was a little bit too crazy for me anyway. Now, we already know Jenna and Zach are engaged. I wish them the best. But to me, if your man can act like that on national television, I can only imagine the ass he acts behind closed doors. It looks toxic to me. It doesn't look healthy. It looks very one-sided. I don't like men who have those type of insecurities and jealousies. It's very controlling. It's not something, and if you like a girl, I love it, but it definitely red flag for me. Like, let that man go. Let him go. As cute as Zach may be, you cute too, Jenna. You can get another. But let's move on. So that's my whole point for this whole time with Jenna. The whole episode, everyone is like, Jenna is gonna quit, so she might go down into the purgatory and just give up the challenge. We all know TJ gonna call her a punk for that. And like, I liked at the beginning of the elimination, TJ was like, I heard somebody want to quit. What's up? Because if you gonna quit right now. Don't be bullshitting the show, making the purgatory easy for somebody. If you want to quit right now. Because the whole episode, like every other scene, was Jenna crying over Zach. And should I go home? Should I stay? People begging her, Jenna girl, don't go home. Jenna girl, don't go home. They don't care nothing about you and Zach. These people don't care nothing about you and Zach. They care about this $1,000,000. They want you to stay in the game. One, because you're in their alliance and you're a number for them. Two, they hoping they can be the one who go up against you in the purgatory. But let's move on, because like I said, next season, MTV, bring on more singles, because I miss just the freeness of the drama, like the freeness of the hookups and the arguments. Everyone now is boring. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's move on. I got a lot of notes because this was a pretty good episode. So next we back to Kayla and Bear and they bullshit. Wes, Johnny Bananas, and Jordan want to decorate Bear's new double bed. They put the grapes up. They made some little tiles, swans, like they do on a cruise and all that good stuff. They put a B plus a K equal a heart. And then Wes, going a little bit too far, but it was still funny to me, but it was wrong. He stole Kayla's pictures out of her journal and put pictures of her and her boyfriend up on the ceiling, talking about when you laying back getting it from Bear, we want you to see the mistake you making. Now, I wrote it down in order. One, I like Bananas and Wes being allies. That is cute to me. It's fun to watch on TV. It's better than, like they said, them going after each other and they end up going home too soon. I know they eventually gonna have to flip at some point in the game, but for now, they're making the game fun. Two, why was Wes' ass all tooted up when him and Bananas were spooning? It looked very disturbing. I know it was all fun and games, but it was a little bit too much toot for me. I was like, what are they doing? But okay, I get it. They're having fun, whatever. Three, I said the pics on the ceiling, that was asshole-ish. That was asshole-ish because as much as Kayla deserves to be embarrassed, like, Kayla, girl, I feel no sympathy for you. But that man didn't deserve to have his face put out there. Like, I wouldn't know what the man looked like if it wasn't for that scene. Because I don't follow Kayla nowhere, so I don't know. And then number 4, when Kayla first walked into the room, and I hope her man is looking at it, and y'all get in the comments, are they still together? I can't see how. But when she first came into that room, she was here for it. She was like, oh, look at the B and the K. Look at the swans, some grays. Like, Kayla was here for it until she tilted her head up and was like, they were wrong for that, but I just don't feel bad for Kayla. I feel bad for this gentleman who is getting cheated on. Like, yeah, Bear, his girl over in the UK getting cheated on too. But obviously she cool with it because Bear does this every season. He does this every season with multiple women. And I'm with Nelson. Like, everyone in the house has told you about Bear. You have seen what he's done to multiple women on multiple seasons. You want to ruin a 3-year relationship for the biggest fuckboy in the house, if not the biggest one of challenge history. It's some more out there. Like, Kyle was kind of like that. Corey had his day. Nelson had his day. Not really. Like, Nelson wasn't that bad. Bananas had his day. Like, I don't feel bad for Kayla. Anyway. And then, so now Kayla's upset. I think she had a moment where she threw some milk across the room and wanted to quit. And then she was all outside with Bear talking about, I fucked up my relationship and I don't even think you really care about me. I don't even think you like me. Like, girl, haven't you been watching the same show everybody been watching the past few seasons with Bear on it. He doesn't care about any of these. He doesn't care about any of these women. Any of them. He's had a girlfriend in the UK, probably the same one, since he's been on this show. He fucks around with Georgia. He fucked around with Laurel. He fucked around with Laurel and then doubled back to Georgia while Georgia was kissing up on Josh. Like, Bear doesn't care about none of that. All he wants to do is screw. And I feel like he puts that pressure on. Like, he's like one of those, I don't know the analogy, but he's going to chase and chase and chase and chase and chase. But once he catches you and he gets a bite out of his prize, it's sour to him. And he's on to the next chase. Or he's back to his girlfriend back at home. All you're doing is giving him what he wants. And trust me, as soon as you open up them legs and you screw, it's over. It's over for you, Kayla. But moving on. I like the little scene where Wes and Bailey and Swaggy reveal that they know each other and that they're friends from back home. You know, they're both from Kansas City. That's Missouri. And they all in like a couple friendship. Wes and his wife. And then you got Swaggy and Bailey. I'm cool with it. I like it. I like for Swaggy and Bailey to have a little alliance. I hope that means I get to see more of them on the TV screen because they have some good protection in the house. And I like that they know each other and have this secret alliance and no one else has put two and two together. Like Wes and Bailey are both from Kansas City. I wonder if they know each other. Anyway, that's a little snippet. I like that. So the challenge is Fast and the Furious themed. Puzzle pieces, magnets, side of a semi-truck, zooming down the street. You got 7 minutes. Get your puzzle pieces, solve the puzzle at the top of the semi-truck. Whoever does it the fastest wins. Seems simple, looks scary to me. Moving on. I ain't gonna go through every partnership. They in pairs. It seems like they were in boy-girl pairs. Let's talk about the standouts. In the first heat is Nani and Jordan. They make a very good time. Good for them. Next heat, Josh and Anisha are pairs. Josh and Tori are pairs. And mind you, Tori wants to get in because she just know that. And see, this is punkness from Tori. And you know what? I ain't mad. They playing old school challenge with a twist. To me, if you want to go into purgatory so bad, Tori, raise your hand at the house meeting and go down there. And just go down there. Hell, you want me to believe, I ain't gonna never get over this, y'all. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. You want me to believe that you whooped Jenny's ass in a hall brawl last season and you scared to go into any elimination against anybody? To me, you the baddest bitch on the block. You beat Jenny in a hall brawl. She didn't even have a point on you. Y'all want me to believe that. But you just want to easily go into a challenge with Jenna, who you know wants to quit. Miss me with that, Tori, but moving on. So, apparently Josh knocks a puzzle piece off at the very beginning of the challenge. He doesn't realize it. It looked like they had a really good time. They up there, they solved the puzzle, and they're like, we missing a piece. Y'all cheated us. We missing a piece. And the producer like, nah, Josh, you kicked one off. He's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. And I'm like, I hate Josh. I don't hate Josh, but when he gets into that whining mode or when he gets to arguing and fighting with people, irritation. Anyway, so they disqualified. Aneesa and Nelson do the same thing, except for they saw Aneesa drop her puzzle piece. And so now Nelson is pissed. Mind you, it's not a male elimination week, so I don't even know why you care. I don't even know why you care. Even if Aneesa did throw the challenge so that Tori, Nani, or whoever can go into purgatory against Jenna, why do you care? You're not in alliance with none of these women. It's not a male elimination week. It ain't no $5,000 prize on the line. Like, I don't know why Nelson cares. He's just one of those type of competitors, I guess. But Nelson is pissed, and he is snapping on Aneesa, saying she threw the challenge. And Aneesa's like, that could be your truth, but it's not the truth. He's just keep every week Nelson is digging and digging. He wants to be the new Jay. He wants to be the new man in elimination every week on the men's turn. I don't know why. Nelson, shut up. Do y'all think Aneesa threw the challenge though? But why? What benefit is it of Aneesa's to throw the challenge? They not gonna put her in there with Jenna. The only people I can see having an opportunity to go in against Jenna and get their red skull if Jenna was to quit was her alliance, Nany or Kayla. If it wasn't Nany or Kayla, Jenna isn't gonna just quit for you, Tori or Aneesa. Anyway, Jenna is up there with Fessy. I don't know, but no, whoever Jenna was up there with, she couldn't get her puzzle piece. Do you think Jenna threw it because she wanted to make sure she wasn't in the tribunal? I don't know. We gonna get to it. So the only three people that the two people that completed next are Bananas and Melissa, Bear and Casey. And I was like, okay, Casey, I see you. I need you to be more vocal. Like, you're very behind the scenes in the challenge. Like, we don't see you on the show, but we see you show up in the challenges. Good job, girl. Bailey and Jordan go. Bailey and Jordan go, and they hyped up this huge argument last week. That's why you can't really look at the previews too much. And Bailey was snapping on Jordan because they didn't complete the challenge, to make it short. Now, when they got up, let's start from the beginning. Bailey did miss a piece. Jordan said, this is what me and Nany did. This is what you do. We get this done. Bam. I don't think Jordan was trying to throw it for Nany. I think Jordan wanted to be in the tribunal regardless with Nany or with Bailey. And he just wanted to have the fastest time to get there. Okay. So, but we'll think about that. Now, first off, Bailey did miss a puzzle piece and have to go back down, grab her puzzle piece so they can come back up and start working on the puzzle. But when they got back up there working on that puzzle, Jordan was looking like he ain't never seen the puzzle before. Like, but Bailey wasn't helping. She was just standing there looking like, help the man out, Bailey. If you see two tire tracks matching, put them holes together. Like, you was just sitting there looking like it wasn't, I don't know. It just strange. Anyway, fast forward, they get off. Bailey accuses Jordan of throwing the challenge so he can win it with Nany. I can partially see that because I feel like if Jordan would have won the challenge with Bailey, Bailey wouldn't have agreed for Tori to be in the tribunal, and Jordan wouldn't have agreed for Swaggy to be in the tribunal. Because if Bailey would have won and Jenna would have went into the whatever, Bailey would have volunteered to go down there. So I can see why Jordan would want to do it with Nany, but to me, the whole twist up, we're about to get to the twist. I think Nany would do the same thing. Like, if it was a free red skull to be getting, Nany definitely would have got it because I don't see Nany as an elimination beast, and Jenna is a homegirl. But moving on. Jordan and Nany win. They get to pick one person to be in the tribunal with them. And here is the twist that caught me off guard. My face was looking just like Aneesa's. Aneesa was looking like... that was my face at home. I was like, huh? They picked Jenna to be in the tribunal, and I'm sitting here like, this bitch supposed to be quitting. How's she in the tribunal if she's supposed to go to purgatory to quit? And Bailey is standing there crying. I'm like, Bailey, what are you crying for? Like, tears, huge water buckets of tears coming down her face because she lost the challenge. Now, Bailey being a rookie, she is at risk of being the house vote. Like, who do you think the house vote gonna be? This is what pissed me off the most, is the episode went off once Jenna got pulled down to the tribunal. So we gotta wait a whole nother week to see who the house vote gonna be, who the tribunal is gonna be, what the elimination is gonna be. Like, get on with it. But moving on, we ain't have to have all that Zach and Jenna. We didn't have to have all that Kayla and Baron. That's what ruined the episode. But moving on. So next week, I feel like it's going to be Big T, Bailey, Melissa. Y'all are at risk at the house vote. I can already see it. You all are rookies and probably perceived to be the weakest of the women left in the house. Nani says she wants to give Jenna the first right of refusal depending on the challenge. I don't understand why it even matters if you plan on quitting. Because I totally see it. She's not going to make it a whole... These challenges are long. She's not going to make it a whole challenge with Zach not talking to her. She might not quit this week. Oh, but Jenna is quitting sometime during this challenge. I like the little preview they showed. The challenges look like they're going to get a lot cooler, kind of like this semi-truck challenge. I like the challenges that are coming up. I saw D is going to be in purgatory in a hall brawl. I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it, and I hope they throw Rogan back down there. I'm happy to know Red Skull people are still in danger. I wasn't happy with Jay, but D and Rogan can go back down there. I really just don't like them. But moving on, we ain't gonna dwell on that. TJ tells them, y'all wasted y'all time when y'all should have been getting these Red Skulls. And we hear somebody in the background yelling, I told y'all should listen to me. I feel like at some point, sooner than later, I'll say, not too soon, but sooner than later, these people are going to play the same game. They're going to pick that one person and keep throwing them into elimination like they did Jay. It might be Nelson, because I see Nelson being the type of person who will win a lot of those purgatories. And I can see them just throwing them in there. We said Nelson, we keep going with Nelson. I can see them doing that with like Big T or even Bailey until one of them go home. And what's going to happen, if you're not rotating enough in the purgatory, you eliminating your challenge spots. And at some point, TJ going to be like, this is the last purgatory. And it's going to be like 5 or 6 of them up there that don't have a Red Skull. And now, what over half of y'all going to do? Not half of y'all about to go home bullshitting, trying not to get your Red Skull. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All right, y'all. That's all I have to give this week. It was a good episode. It was a little bit too much of, what's their names? Zach and Jenna and Kayla and Bear. Like, those 6, we need a new storyline. I'm over Kayla and Bear already. I'm over Zach and Jenna already. And I'm over D and Rogan. Like, if they ain't in purgatory, I don't want to hear nothing from them. All right, y'all. Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought of this week's episode. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you can see these videos every week. And like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you later. Bye.